Hey there. I thought I'd do a little video today on something that I've wanted to do for a long time. I've got a really bad migraine, and I can't really cope with thinking about anything at the moment. And for a long time, I've wanted to do some watercolor backgrounds to put on my cards that I make when I get the chance or when I can cope with it. And lately, I've not been able to cope so well with getting the all the craft stuff out to make the cards, but I've been finding that I'm enjoying designing cards on the computer. And what I'd really like to do is do some watercolor backgrounds and see if I can scan them in and then use those to help me with my designs on the computer. So I've bought some watercolor paper, and I've never done this before. I probably did when I was at school a long time ago, but I've never done it properly, and I've always wanted to. It's just one of those things that you never get round to, or I've never got round to anyway. So I've been watching some videos on it, trying to work out how to do it. So I'm just going to tape the edges of my paper down to this plastic, what do you call it? What's it called? Clipboard. The clipboard. I'm just sticking with some micropore. I hope this is the right thing. Some of the videos were using micropore. Some of them were using frog tape, but I've yet to get some of that. So I had this in the first aid kit because I'm always prepared with my first aid kit, always have been. My friends from school will laugh and remember how prepared I've always been with my first aid kits. So I always have micropore to hand. I'm just hoping it doesn't leave a gungy sticky mark on the clipboard, but we'll soon find out. So I've got some water here. Now the video said not to over wet the paper, so I'm going to let's see how we get on. I'm going to give it a wash with the water. I can see it starting to come up a bit shiny there. Now the video said to not make it too wet. I don't know what too wet is because I've never done it before. So I suppose it's a bit of trial and error really today, isn't it? If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we'll try again a different day when I've got the energy to try again. I've never been a very patient person, and when things don't go right for me the first time round, I normally tend to leave it. I get cross with it and leave it. So hopefully this will be a success, and then I will do it again. I made meringues years ago, and I did a really good job with them. They turned out really well. And then I made them a few times, and they went really, really, really well. And then one time I made them, and they didn't work, and I couldn't understand for the life of me what I'd done different. And I did them again, and they didn't work again. So I gave up, and I haven't ever done them since. It's bad really, isn't it? But I hate the thought of wasting time on something and money on something that you kind of expect to work and then it doesn't. So I'm sure that this is going to work. Right, okay, I'm going to try and do let's go with, shall we do pink and orange? Oh my gosh, it's going everywhere. Oh, okay. Gosh, really only need a tiny bit of that. I didn't even squeeze it. I just pierced the end and it went everywhere. Right, so I think I got too much red in that one. Oh my goodness. I meant to get some kitchen roll before I started and I forgot. I said orange, didn't I? Let's get the actual orange rather than trying to make orange. That might be a bit more sensible. Last night I worked out how to download. Do you know what? I hope this hasn't gone dry. I don't know how wet it's supposed to be. Last night I worked out how to download music onto my phone from the computer. And I managed to put my spa music on there. I have some relaxing spa music, which I really love. And I don't know how much of this I'm supposed to be putting on. Okay, don't laugh. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing here. Absolutely no idea. Seriously. So I'm going... Don't laugh. Oh, I think my paper's too wet. I think I need a bigger brush. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. But it's looking quite nice. I'm not sure. I think it's going to end up being one colour going into the next. I was kind of thinking I might do patches, but it looks like it's lines. So now, they did say on the videos that I've seen that it needs to be darker, and then when it dries, it will dry lighter. So I need to make sure that I don't make it too pale or it's not going to show up. Now, let's try that pink. Right, I've made it really thick here, so I need lots of water in here, I think. I hope I'm doing this right. I really have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, I think my paper's dried out a bit. Let's get some more water on there. Oh, that blends in nicely. What I don't want to do is to make it too bobbly, to make the paper too bobbly, because I know that if it gets to that stage where it's kind of between wet and dry, it can go a bit bobbly, can't it? So that's quite a nice sunsetty looking one. I think I still want it a bit darker though. No, I'm not getting any darker here. I'm just getting more pink. Maybe I need a bit more red. Pick up a tiny bit of red out of here. Oh gosh, even doing this, I'm tense. This is stupid. This is supposed to be therapy. Oh gosh, I'm in this permanent state of tension. I went to the doctor's the other day because I'm getting a lot of pain in my jaw, and I've noticed that's too wet now. I've noticed that that makes a good background. Maybe. I'm not sure. I think it's too pale. No, I was going to say I went to my doctor because I've noticed I've got I've had a lot of pain in my jaw, and I've noticed that I am clenching my jaw a lot for no reason, and I don't notice when I'm doing it. I only notice like after a while after I've been doing it. So well, that's a bit red now. So I have to stop myself from clenching my jaw, but I don't even know why I'm doing it. And I can't stop myself from starting to do it because I don't even notice when I do it. So anybody got any tips out there for me on that? Let me know. I wanted this to be sort of streaky and patchy, but it kind of feels like it's all one colour. Maybe that's a bit better. Got a bit more streak there. What do you think of that? I wanted a bit more streakiness. Maybe I'll try a bit more concentrated orange. I've watered this down quite a lot in there now. These tubes are really good. These watercolour tubes, they'll go for ages, but they're from the Works, and they were only £3 for 12 of them. So I thought that was quite good, really. And I got the paper from the Works as well, and that was that pad was £3 as well. So it's not been too expensive to start up. Right, I am going to leave it there, and I'll see if I can scan that into the computer later when it's dried, and maybe see if we can do a different one. I'd like to do one that's a bit less streaky and a bit more patchy, but I think I might need to watch some more videos first. And to be quite honest, I'm exhausted just from doing that, so that's about as much as I can cope with today. So I think I'm gonna go and get a drink and something to eat and try and get rid of this headache. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it wasn't boring, and I'll see you next time. Bye.